What's going on, guys? Anti-hipster indie nerd here, back with another video, and today we're starting a new series called Top 10s, where I dive into a band or artist and choose my top 10 favorite songs from their discography. And what better band to start with than one of my favorites of all time, The Strokes. Before I get into it, I just have to warn everybody that Reptilia and Last Night will not be on my list. This is a list of my personal favorites, so if you guys don't agree, that's okay, but let me know your top 10s in the comments because The Strokes have so much good music. Can't blame anyone for having different choices. Alright, let's hop in. This is the hit from their Polarizing Ankles album, which features a ridiculously fun, bouncy guitar rhythm with an amazing vocal performance from Julian Casablancas. I really like the story behind this song, trying to say goodbye to someone but not quite being able to do it. Very relatable, watching someone go down a path you know is bad for them, trying to help them but also accepting that you can't do anything to change this person. This also just has to be on here because it's one of the first guitar solos I learned to play, and if you guys are beginners on guitar, I recommend this solo. It's pretty easy to figure out, and The Strokes are probably the main reason I ever even picked up a guitar. Come Down Machine is this weird album that Strokes fans either seem to love or completely hate. I think I'm somewhere in the middle where I can appreciate the amazing tracks that come from it, but a lot of them are kind of meh. I love Call It Fate, Call It Karma, and One Way Trigger, but I just couldn't find room for them on this top 10 list. They'd probably be like top 20, top 25 for me. Happy Ending, though, far deserves to be on here. The intro has amazing guitar playing. Every instrument on this song is so layered. It's upbeat and kind of angsty, but this song really shines when everything comes together on the chorus, and it just makes for one of the catchiest Strokes songs. If you were one of those people that couldn't get into Come Down Machine, I would advise that you at least check this song out, and if you like it, it might give you a different perspective and you check out the album again. I would go as far to say that I actually prefer this intro to Is This It? You can pretty much flip-flop Room on Fire and Is This It, and I think the Strokes still would have had about the same amount of success as they originally did. Like, what better opening can you ask for than an earwormy Julian hook followed by an amazing guitar solo? I low-key think that this is one of Julian's best vocal performances of that era. It's an amazing opening to an amazing album. A fuzzy intro, a bouncy beat, and melodic vocals all start this song strong, but the breakdown right before the chorus makes this riff hit so much harder. Automatic Stop just further exemplifies why Room on Fire is one of the greatest rock albums ever conceived, and to add to everything else, there's this sort of mini story about a relationship going on into the song, so there's some lyrics to decipher, but yeah, definitely one of my favorite Strokes songs. I can't give enough praise to The New Abnormal, and for a while, I considered it my favorite Strokes album. I think Room on Fire contests with it pretty closely, but Ode to the Mets is one of those songs that might just push it a little further ahead. Just feels like a finale to the band's journey. The little retro gaming intro at the beginning, the string section, the fab line, oh my god. And that's not even the best part. Lyrically, it's dense and packed with great lines. It's a top 3 Julian vocal performance, and the breakdown at the 4-minute mark might be the best Strokes moment of all time. I wouldn't even be mad if this was the last track they ever released. It's incredible. A classic and fan favorite for good reason. Youthful energy, simplistic story, incredible guitar playing, and a little drum in the background that sounds like it's going a million miles per minute. Also one of Julian's best hooks, but there's really not much else to say about it. It's just that good. When I heard Selfless, I knew The New Abnormal was going to be a special album. This is the best vocal performance from Julian, in my opinion, and one of the first melodies I learned to play on guitar. It's so catchy and mellow. The song is so melancholy, it's like self-reflection packed into a song. It's a perfect example of not realizing what you have until it's gone. Many solos in it are beautiful, and I love how it concludes, too. Although I was a year old when the Strokes released Is This It, Someday is still one of the most nostalgic songs I've ever heard. It always reminds me of my childhood and years growing up, even though I didn't discover the song until I was an adult. The riff is so earwormy, and the hook matches perfectly with the theme of the song, and if I were to pick a song that defined the early Strokes, this would probably be it. Why Are Sundays So Depressing is probably one of the most underrated Strokes songs out there. It gets a lot of listens, but I don't see people praising it as highly as it truly deserves. It's so weird, and it makes no sense how all these instruments and effects and weird sounds fit together, but it works like a charm. It starts off pretty standard for a Strokes song until you get to the pre-chorus, which features these robotic, distorted notes intertwined with a beautiful high-pitched guitar melody. Then right after it, it sounds like some sort of phaser filter is added to the guitar, which has no right to be as good as it is. Also, do yourself a favor and check out the breakdown at the 3-minute mark. Oh, it's incredible. Sundays is another mellow song from the new Abnormal that deserves so much attention and is easily a top 3 Strokes song for me. Yep, the 8th song from the Strokes debut, Hard to Explain, has the band firing on all cylinders. Upbeat drums that have these strange filters on them almost remind me of Daft Punk. There's a nostalgic guitar line backed by some distorted chords, and Julian delivers a melody that sounds perfect over this chaotic, crazy production. The song not only emphasizes who the Strokes are as a band, I think it's a perfect introduction to newcoming fans. The hook makes it accessible enough, the lyrics are easy to follow along with, but to longtime fans, it's different enough to still sound like a treat. I love it. It's fantastic. It sounds new every time I hear it, and it's my favorite Strokes song of all time. With all that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I plan on continuing this series, so let me know what artists you want to see next. I'm going to do rappers, I'm going to do rock bands, I'm going to do everybody, but yeah, let me know who you want to see next. Thank you so much again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.